Welcome back into our sacred space. It's that time again. What's up with the X's? Four X's before you. Take your time and pick your X mate. Thank you for joining us in our sacred space. I'm here with Spirit, your mystic gifted oracle, the Gemstar. Here once again, bringing you What's Up with the X's. It's Spy Night, guys. So get your incense, get your tools. Sage your spaces. Thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting, reaching out to us for your private readings at angelicwhispers13@yahoo.com. Welcome into our sacred space. Before you, there are four X's. Which one is your X-mate? If you're joining us tonight for What's Up with the X's, hit the like button so we can get the party started. Waiting for our subs to join in the tea room. Sending you guys love and light. Thanking you for joining us this evening, for hitting the like button and supporting this free service here. Let the Game of Thrones begin. Ex-mate number one. If you've chosen X number one, let's begin the spy game. What is going on? Who is this X? Who's coming through? Your chosen X-mate here. What's going on currently? So if you've chosen X-mate number one, then this X is a soulmate, was a soulmate, are a soulmate, will always be a soulmate. This ex-soulmate is confused as to how they feel. At this time, they're repelling all connections. They're going through unhappiness and sadness at the present moment because they are feeling dejected and rejected and repelled in their recent connection. They don't know how they feel about the current person that they're with, and they don't know how they feel in general about their love partners. They are going through karma, karma, karma. Yes, let the Game of Thrones begins with this soulmate. They are going through karma. So, in the past, this ex repelled you, made you sad and unhappy. You reached the point in the connection where you didn't even know whether you wanted to be in this connection anymore. Even though you guys knew you were soulmates, meant to be in each other's lives, had a big impact on each other, in the end, there was blocking, rejection, and now they are going through karma. Something that they need and deserve at this time because they are learning life lessons. A life lesson this ex has to learn is how to make sacrifices in their relationships and their connections without compromising themselves or their partners. So these exes must learn that when they make promises to their love partners in their romantic connections, they must keep it and follow through on these promises. It is an ordeal for these exes. It's very difficult and hard for them to keep promises to their partners when they are in committed relationships. When these relationships start becoming intimate and deep and are moving up to new levels of commitment, then this person begins to isolate themselves from the connection. So they grow cold and detached from you and begin to push you away and repel you because they cannot make certain sacrifices for their partners when it comes to a committed relationship. So at the present time, that is a lesson that they are learning. Because they refuse to make certain sacrifices in their life, like giving up their singledom or giving up their deceptive ways, their cheating ways, manipulative ways, their confusing ways, their indecisive ways. Now they are learning that partnership has two people, two individuals involved, and that both must be included in the connection and in the decision, that relationships are not one-sided, that when you make certain agreements and promises within a relationship, you should follow through, keep your word, and keep your promises. Learn to make certain sacrifices in relationships, because that is a true relationship, a true connection. Now, this person has lost their faith and their courage to start over in new connections, or they're repeating the same cycles in their current connections that they have with you. So the things that happened and occurred when you were in a relationship with them, they are now going through the same certain types of situation in these new connections. And these new partners have begun to feel their cold and distant ways. Now they are being repelled and pushed out of your ex's life because your exes are not willing to make sacrifices, not willing to keep the promises that they made. It is too difficult, too much of an ordeal. So they begin to isolate themselves from their partners, move away from them, lose faith in the connection, make their partners lose faith in the relationship and the connection. And they don't even have the courage to work on themselves and work on the shadow side that's popping out right now. They are going through obstacles and challenges at this time, and they are surrounded by drama, drama, drama. Drama for your mama, drama for your papa. This is destined. They have to go through this. This is a karmic lesson for them. If they do not make the sacrifices necessary to have a healthy connection, a healthy relationship, a healthy soulmate relationship, then they will continue to have obstacles in their relationships. They will continue to have challenges in their relationships. And each and every relationship that they get into will be filled with drama. They need to ascend in order to be saved. They need to listen to this calling, to this awakening that's happening right now. It is Judgment Day. Can you hear Gabriel blow his horn? X number 1. Can you hear Gabriel call you to judgment? You must face judgment at this time, X number 1, because you have not made sacrifices. You have not done right by your partners. You have failed them, let them down, disappointed them, caused them unhappiness and sadness, and then push them away, making them feel rejected and dejected from love and the relationship. This is a relationship that is not healing. They are not healing. They are not balanced. Their emotions are all over the place. Their feelings are all over the place. They don't know what they want. They are confused. 1 minute they want commitment. 1 minute they want to be single. They don't know what they want. They are not going through this awakening because they are refusing to answer the call. They are refusing to go through a death and rebirth at this time. They're refusing to change their ways, grow up, become mature. Instead, they push you out, they push people out, and they go towards where the grass is greener for them. So they push away because they refuse to make sacrifices. They refuse to give you the commitment. So they run to someone else because now it's a new connection and we don't have to make a commitment because we're just getting to know each other. So we're running to the forbidden fruit, to the seduction. They're continuously getting themselves into lovers' triangles because they're not willing to make the sacrifices that a commitment needs. They are surrounded by pure evil. Some of these exes, if you've chosen ex number 1, has had black magic done on them, has had black magic done to their exes because of revenge and bitterness and ingratitude. So they feel that they are the ones betrayed when they are the ones here chasing the forbidden fruit, being detached with their current partners, running to where the grass is greener, allowing themselves to be tempted into iniquity and evil, which leads them to hell. Okay? So, the best thing that happened to you, it's a blessing in disguise. Yes, it is, because you have been freed. And when you were freed, that was the divine giving you sanctuary and peace. For those of you that have chosen X number 1, this person would have only caused you obstacles, challenges, and drama being in a relationship with them, because you would always have to worry about them being tempted to go where the grass is greener, being tempted to taste the forbidden fruit, being tempted to get themselves into lovers' triangles. And when they do this, you will notice and know that they are cheating on you, because as soon as they get involved and take a bite of the forbidden fruit, they begin to push you away, repel you, make you unhappy and joyless in the connection with them. That way, you will lose faith in them, lose faith in the connection with them, and let them go. Set them free so that they can go run to where the grass is greener. The best thing you did was free yourself from X number 1, because they are not healing. They are imbalanced, confused. They are staying in that energy. They are in a very dark place right now, in a very dark energy, surrounded by wicked people. They themselves have been casted black magic on, or have done work black magic themselves. And if they have worked spells themselves, these exes number 1, then what has occurred is that these spells have backfired on them, and now they have to deal with the karma. They have to pay the price for what they've done. If they've done you wrong, which they have, they cheated here, they pushed you away, they made you feel like you weren't good enough for them, where you had to put your head down when they spoke. Well, now this has happened to them. They are doing this to their current partner, and now they are currently pushing the current partner away so that that partner loses faith so they can chase the forbidden fruit once again. That has been X-Mate number 1. Thank you for your support, and until we sip tea again, stay well and stay blessed. Welcome X-Mate number 2. If you have chosen X number 2, let's see what's going on with X number 2. This X also refuses to answer the call. They have no faith because they have a void and emptiness within them that nothing can fill. Your intensity frightens them. It allures them and frightens them at the same time. Even though the connection with you made them curious, they had no faith in the connection. They weren't open to the connection because their heart is empty. So ex-mate number 2 is an ex that finds it difficult to feel love. Okay? They can feel lust, they can feel passion, they can live in the moment, but commitment, longevity, love, empathy, compassion, they're not feeling that. They're void of certain emotions. They left home when they were with you. They left the house where they felt safe, actually. So when they were with you and living with you, they did feel safe in this home. But this is a fallen angel. They have disappointed you because they are immature. They refuse to expand. They refuse to grow within the relationship and the connection. They refuse to face adulthood in love and romance. So, what they did here is that they lied. They fill you with lots of pain, and then they refuse to admit to what they've done to you. So you confronted this ex number 2 in the past when you broke down in tears because of their lies. You were working on the connection because you didn't want to break up a home, a family. You wanted to protect the home, the family, and the relationship and the connection you had with them. But you found out about their lies and deceptions. This person disappeared on you, used to ghost you, used to arrive late or leave early. Their times were erratic. Their schedules were erratic. When you questioned them about their schedule, then they just made up a bunch of lies. They called me into work. I had to do overtime. There was an emergency. I had to go. It was mom, it was dad, my brother, my sister, my cousin, the president of the United States of America. Okay? The UN. So they got these emergency calls and they had to run. Those were lies. They just wanted to disappear on you because they felt like you were too attached and they wanted to become detached. They were feeling suffocated in the connection because this relationship with you was too grown, too mature. They couldn't handle it. So they wanted to leave their options open because they had to be responsible. They had to commit. They had to take this relationship serious. They had to show you respect. They had to show you honor, loyalty, transparency, honesty, and no, not willing to do it. They refused. They refused to be honest. They rather lose you and separate from you than to come clean and be honest with you. So they deceived you. They fill you with fantasies and illusions and promises that they had no intentions to fill. They made you feel like this connection was a magical one when you were with them. But that was all a lie. That was an illusion. That was just to lure you in, to make you fall for them. So once they got the prize, boom, they would disappear on you. You're worthy of so much more. So at one point here, your self-respect kicked in. And you said, wait a minute, I'm not gonna work anymore on this connection. Okay? I refuse to be part of this game. I'm tired of your riddles. Okay? I'm tired of you confusing me. 1 minute is one story. The next minute you're changing the story. You're testing my patience here. And I'm not up for the drama. Okay? So you told him you was not up for the drama. You were removing this obstacle out of your life, which was them, because they were not open to the connection. They were too afraid of the commitment, the level of commitment and maturity from you and this relationship. They didn't believe that they could live up to your expectations because they have nothing to give. Okay? They have nothing to give in relationships and connections. So the best thing that could happen with ex-mate number 2 is that this relationship does not resurrect, because they are immature and they will be incapable of fulfilling your expectations. You were very compassionate and caring and sympathetic with them in the relationship, but they weren't reciprocating this. They felt embarrassed and exposed in this connection because you would call them out on their crap. Okay? So they can't hide the real them from you. Okay? Can the real Eminem please stand up? And when you said that, they refused to stand up. They continue to lie. And you stood up for yourself because you refuse to be in a competition, in a third party with anyone else. You refuse to argue over this. You refuse to fight over this. You refuse to indulge in this drama, entertain this drama. Good for you. You stepped away. You got tired of their riddles and their tests and their games. You were no longer willing to work on this connection, so you stepped out because they were full of secrets, deceit, and lies. All they caused you was pain when they were attached to you. All they did was disappoint you. And then, when the going got tough and they had to really work on this connection, they would disappear on you. And they would come back because they didn't want to lose you or separate from you, because they would fall into destruction and despair, because then they would have to take care of themselves. They would have to grow up and be responsible for their life and their relationships. And you had no intentions of sticking around. This ex number 2 will not resurrect this relationship and this connection with you because it's too mature, too committed, and you expose them for the phonies that they are. And you have a good heart, and you deserve better. You deserve someone who cares about you and who empathizes with you and who is compassionate with you, and not waste your time babysitting. Thank you for supporting our work on this channel. That has been the messages for ex-mate number 2. Until we sip tea again, stay well, stay blessed. Ciao. Welcome in ex number 3. Full of attitude. All right. If you've chosen ex-mate number 3, Let's see what's this ex's story. Speak up, ex number 3. Okay. So this ex feels empowered when they feel like they are getting away with something. What a piece of work with this one, right? Okay. So this one feels real good when they feel like they get away with something. When you question them on their lies and their stories, they shut down, they block you, they grow cold, they grow distant, they don't show emotion, feelings, love towards you. They rather lie than tell you the truth, that they feel good when they bully you and you cry and you cower to them. What a piece of work. A bully. We got a bully here. This person likes to fight and compete in relationships. They like to argue. They treat their partners like their rivals. Okay? Treating partners like their rivals. And what makes them feel good is cheating. Yes, they like to do this. Okay? So ex number 3 likes the cheating. They like breaking promises. They like making people cry. They like to see people chase them. They like to see people beg them, okay, and crawl after them. They like it. And they want connections that allow them to have their cake and eat it too. Don't question me when I cheat on you. No, don't do that. Don't do that, because if you start questioning me about whether I'm faithful or not, I'm going to grow cold and detached. I'm just going to get away from you. I'm just going to say that you're jealous. I'm going to get into arguments and fights with you. And then I'm going to leave so that I can chase the forbidden fruits out there. Yes. This one likes disappointing. This is a collector of hearts, okay? So if you've chosen ex-mate number 3, this ex-mate, you see how they're standing there like a bully, because they are a bully, narcissistic bully. And behind them, what they're hiding is a big ass jar. And in this jar, there's a bunch of broken hearts in it. And from time to time, he turns around and he looks at this jar and sits down and has a good laugh. Like, wow, look at what this person did for me. Look at what I made this person do. Look at what this person had to go through with me. And they still stood with me and put up with me. They were chasing me, begging me, sweating me. They wouldn't leave me alone. They like that. They like to start relationships, destroy them, self-sabotage them, and then start over and do this over again. This is a game for them, okay? They like stroking their ego. Ex-mate number 3, okay? This ex-mate likes stroking their ego. They are very vain and superficial. So they chase people that look good, okay? You have to look good to be with this ex, all right? That's the only way they want to hook up with you, if you're looking good. So if you gain a pound, if you get a pimple, if you fart, okay, if you're human around this person, if you're not the picture of perfection, if you are not plastic, okay, if you are not flawless, then sayonara. Sayonara. That's what this ex is all about. They're superficial. They like things that look good. They don't care what they look like on the inside. They don't care about no love. They just care about the chase and the trap and the catch. That's it. Once you're caught, they lose interest. And if you're not good looking enough, they're not going to stick around. Maybe if you're good looking enough, they'll stick around a little bit. But they have no intentions of playing a fair game, okay? They have a very curious spirit. They have a curious spirit, and this curious spirit makes them chase the forbidden fruit. They like going out there seducing and tempting. These are sirens, okay? And when they left your life, you were allowed to get your life back in balance, okay? And all your answers, all the questions you had were answered. The riddles you felt while in this relationship with them, when you broke up with them, you got all the answers. All the garbage came out about what was going on with them and what they were doing behind your back when you were with them. Okay, so it didn't matter that they were hiding their dirtiness while you were in the relationship with them. Everything came out to the light when you broke up with them. You found out about these mistresses, these extra lovers here. You found out that they were seducing others while being in a relationship with you. They were getting involved in lovers triangles. They wanted you to compete for their love, compete for them, chase them down, beg them, okay? And if you wasn't going to do that, then they would become a rival. They would get cold. They would take back their attention, their love, and affection. And they felt powerful. It's like, oh, I won. I broke them. So what you needed here was to be rescued. And divine intervention came in to protect you and rescued you and removed you out of that relationship, because this was nothing but a fuck boy and a fuck girl. And they enjoy doing this. They enjoy going around breaking hearts. They have a jar full of broken hearts behind them. Don't be fooled. When you broke up with them, all this came out to the light. So the best thing that happened was divine intervention came in and removed this person from your life, because all they do is lie, lie, lie. Those have been your messages for ex-mate number 3. Thank you for your support. And until we sit here again, be well, stay blessed, and ciao. Well, welcome in X number 4. So as we're spying, they're spying on you. So ex-mate number 4 likes to spy on their partners. And they are very jealous, very possessive, very controlling, very territorial. Just look at their angry little bunny. That is not the Easter bunny, folks. No, it's not. What's going on with this ex number 4 right now? They're going through a healing. This ex number 4 has been thinking about you lately. You see, they've been spying about you, and they see that you have healed after you have broken up with them. They're spying on you. They're keeping tabs on you, okay? They know that you went through a healing after you've broken up with them. And when you broke up with them, you didn't go back. You didn't make any moves. You didn't contact them. You didn't take any action. You let them go at the time. Now, as they are spying on you, they are feeling very sorry and remorseful, and they want to repent, okay? So the angry bunny wants to repent. They have been keeping tabs on you lately. They are keeping up with your social media. They are finding out about you. And they see that you don't look for them. You don't call them. You're not liking their posts. You unfriended them. You unsubscribe. You stopped following. But they are still following you. They are still keeping tabs on you. And they see that you're in a very good place at this time. You have healed from this connection. And they need to heal. And the only way they are going to heal for them is if you forgive them, because they are feeling sorry for what they did. They're feeling remorseful for the breakup. They're sorry that they didn't keep their promises in this relationship. They see that you're living your best life at this time. You're taking care of your health, your well-being. You're being very creative at this time. So they are seeing you move up ever since you broke up. So now they're feeling isolated because they are blocked out of your life. You have kept them out of your life. You're keeping them out of your life. You refuse to make any sacrifices for ex number 4. But they are spying on you. They're seeing you doing very well. Okay? And this is triggering them to think about you frequently and often, because they have not done the healing. They have not started the healing. They have not done the inner work. They refuse to change. They refuse to transform. They continue to be corrupt. This is what they are remorseful for betraying you in the past, for not taking a risk on you and this relationship, for not moving forward with you. They're very sorry about that. They're sorry that they didn't try to win you back. And they're heartbroken that you didn't try to resurrect this relationship, that you didn't try to save this relationship or get back into this relationship. This is filling them at the present moment with hate, rage, moments of madness, okay? Because they seeing you triumph. They seeing justice. You see, the divine has given you justice. You have moved up. You have healed. You have managed to stay away from this person and keep this person out of your life. You have been rewarded by the universe. You have moments of celebration since you've broken up with them. And they see that. They see you having fun and celebrating in your posts on social media. How could you do this to them? Put your happiness in their face, your success in their face, your growth in their face, your transformation in their face. How could you continue to remind them now, even after the breakup, that they have so much work to do on themselves? Okay? They are not at your level energetically or in vibration. You have started new things in your life, and you growing. They see you full of knowledge and wisdom, and they see you have freed yourself from them. Okay? That you have changed and metamorphosed like a phoenix out of the ashes. You have risen, you have grown, you have even physically changed since you've broken up with them, and their life is in disruption. They dream about you. They wish that you will come back into their life. They desire you. They wish that you would be guided back to them, back into their life. You are their soulmate. Now they see that. They are full of regret that they failed their soulmate, that they lost their soulmate, that they lost their soulmate. Okay? Due to excess, due to obsession. All right? They were obsessed with you and the connection, so you ran away. You ran away from the rabbit. Okay, the rabbit's pretty quick, so you ran really fast out of there, right? You ran like a bat out of hell out of there. You grew wings and flew away and went towards your dreams. Good for you. You went towards your dreams. You had certain wishes you want to fulfill in your life. You had desires, and you were guided to move away and leave them behind and chase your growth. And they are filled with shame at this time. They are filled with shame. They live a life of deception and secrets and illusion and fantasy. While you're living in the real world, they're living in fantasy world. It's time for them to grow up. It's time for them to work on themselves, to find a mentor, to find a guide, so they can grow up, because they're not awakened. They don't follow their intuition. They don't follow the guiding light. They are not aware. They are not aware. They refuse to discover anything new. They refuse to grow. They refuse to be taught. They refuse to expand. They rather throw pity parties and say they're the underdog and that their life is tragic. You know, their life is a Shakespearean show here, okay? Why don't you have compassion for them? Why don't you see that they feel unequal to you, that you make them feel less than, you make them feel like the underdog? Their life is so tragic right now, watching your life expand and grow. They see your success. You are a riddle to them. You are a mystery to them, okay? You are so beautiful. They can't stop. They can't stop looking at your pictures, okay? They feel like right now they have tough competition to even try to go to you and win you back, okay? You are the angel in their hell, and they want you to save them. They need your nurturing. They need your substance. They need you to bring them love and balance and security. But that's something you're bringing into your own life right now, because you had values. You valued your self-esteem, your self-respect. You are a queen and a king. You knew your worth. You knew your worth. And now you will have that love, or you already have that love. That's why they hating right now. Yes, they are watching. Don't you see their face? Look at the face. Look at it closely. That's the hate. That's the rage they feel, because you have fallen in love with someone else. You have moved on. You are happy. They seen you grow and change. You are even more beautiful now and more handsome now than you were when you were with them. Oh my. Well. Right now their life is boring and jaded and uninteresting without you. They feel unfulfilled without you, incomplete, without a purpose. This ex is without a purpose, okay? They see you as the muse, the creative one, the imaginative one, the inventive one, the successful, expressive one, while they're feeling unfulfilled, full of grief, heartbroken, and full of sorrow. Ex number 4 is broken, and they will not approach because they don't feel like you're equal. They have tough competition to win you over, and they already see that you've moved on, that you have other love offers all around you. You're more beautiful now and more handsome now than you were when you were in a connection with them. That's because they were sucking the life out of you. They were draining you, okay? They were draining the life and the beauty out of you and the handsomeness out of you. They were obsessed with you. They were following you all around, checking your phone. going to your job, just following you around, and keeping tabs on you, asking people about you. You felt suffocated and trapped. Like, get your life, because I'm getting my life right now. I'm trying to get my life. You need to get yours. Thank you for your support. Those have been your readings for X-Mate number 4. Until we sip tea again, stay well, stay blessed, namaste and ciao. Thank you for watching, subscribing, liking, sharing, and if you would like your own personal private readings, reach out to us at angelicwhispers13@yahoo.com. This has been Spirit and the Mystic Oracle. Wishing you blessing, love, and light. Ciao.